Welcome back to Mega Man Character Files, the show where we look at the in-depth histories of various Mega Man characters who are relevant to our Mega Man what-ifs. Today we'll be jumping 100 years into the future to talk about Dr. Cain. Technically, Dr. Cain's first appearance was in Mega Man X1, though only in the manual with the Journal of Dr. Cain. He wouldn't make an actual physical appearance until Mega Man X2. Dr. Cain used to actually be an archaeologist who, while on an expedition looking into prehistoric plants, found ancient ruins of what appeared to be a laboratory. There he would find Mega Man X in an ancient capsule. After opening the capsule, he would then see a message by Dr. Thomas Light, who would tell Dr. Cain about Mega Man X, him being a robot with limitless potential as well as limitless danger. Cain would then reactivate X and use him as the blueprints for a brand new line of robots more advanced than any ever seen, the Reploids. However, as Cain was unfortunately not able to understand all of X's design, his Reploids were prone to various glitches, which would turn them into Mavericks. Reploids who were prone to attacking humans and causing various crimes. Because of this, Cain would then gather a group of Reploids to form the Maverick Hunters. This would then lead Dr. Cain to creating his greatest Reploid yet, Sigma, as well as his greatest mistake. While Sigma had the best combat potential out of any Reploid, he was also the one susceptible to the Maverick virus, and he would then become the Maverick Hunter's greatest enemy. After Sigma's multiple attempts at domination as well as Dr. Doppler's, Cain would then reform the Reploforce military organization, which was a military organization made up of Reploids, by creating the Reploforce V3 program. Dr. Cain has only actually appeared in a couple games, Mega Man X2, X3, and Mega Man Extreme on the Game Boy. While he was mentioned in X1's manual and in X4, he has not appeared in any other games other than the Mega Man Maverick Hunter X remake. In these games, he served as mission control at Hunter Base, where in X2 he tasked X with going to retrieve Zero's parts so that he could rebuild him. And in X3, he was the one who found out that Doppler was making a large battle body for something, as well as finding his location. In the Maverick Hunter X remake, he was only actually seen in the Day of Sigma movie. Here we see him conversing with Sigma about the recent Mechanoid Maverick attacks, as well as him talking about X's limitless potential. This incarnation of him is very different, as we see him hooked up to a large life support machine, as his body has practically withered away at this point, and he's just been trying to survive as long as he can to make sure that his creations can prosper. Until, well...
Mankind's arrogance? No.
Yeah, in the mainline games, we don't actually know how he dies, or even if he dies at all, though it's assumed he dies from old age. Dr. Cain has actually appeared in a surprising amount of other media. He appeared in Season 2, Episode 26 of the Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon, Mega X. In this episode, Dr. Light has produced a new metal alloy named Lightanium, which can produce a near limitless amount of plasma energy. Wily, of course, tries to steal it, and fails thanks to Mega Man and Roll. While he's pouting back at his castle, he is visited by two strangers. It's Vile and Spark Mandrill, two Maverick Reploids, or Reploids as they say it in the episode, from the future, who are also after the Lightanium. Mega Man and Roll try to fight them to no avail, and as they're about to be destroyed, they get saved by Mega Man X. X then goes on an exposition dump where we actually see Dr. Cain. who doesn't look anything like Dr. Cain, but, I mean, this was after only the first game came out, so no one actually knew what he really looked like, so I'll give it a pass. Unfortunately, X pretty much just says that Dr. Cain found him. He has no other role in this episode. Dr. Cain would also appear in the Mega Man Archie comics. In the many side stories for issues 34 and 35, The X Factor, where it pretty much summarized all the events in the Journal of Dr. Cain leading up to the first Mega Man X game. He would later return in the Dawn of X arc, which took place in issues 37 through 40, where Dr. Cain and X found the Wily Walker in some ancient ruins. Little did they know that this was an old Wily laboratory, where X and the other Maverick Hunters had to take it down before it launched out a bunch of chemical weapons. He also had a pretty big role in the Rockman X manga series, starting with the Rockman X2 chapters. Here, he pretty much served the same role as he did in the games, though he would actually go on missions with X and Zero. He also had a relationship with Dr. Doppler as they were good friends, and Doppler's betrayal really got to him, causing him to go to heavily drinking, and while he did show up in the X4 manga to celebrate X's victory against Sigma, he never returned after that. I'm honestly afraid for the guy. He also had a big role in the Rockman X novel Irregulars Report. Here, his role is similar to the games, where he found X in the ruins of Light Labs, though it goes into much more detail, showing that Dr. Cain is the one who actually found the Energen crystals, which are the energy crystals that power the mechanoloids that a lot of people use, as well as being the one who got mechanoloids and Reploids to be popular with the public by making smaller robotics such as prosthetic limbs in order to get the general public to actually accept these machines. Whew, that was a long one. I honestly didn't think that Dr. Cain was as deep of a character as he actually was, and I hope that you guys learned a thing or two from this video as well. I honestly hope that we see more things from Dr. Cain as more creators expand on his past. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, tell me other characters you'd like me to make character files on in the future, and I will see you guys next time.